Welcome to the first ever Max Wrestling Open Door! Coming up tonight, 3 promo exhibitions with our top talent. Beer goes one-on-one with one of his arch rivals, the Knowledge Champion, Tedd P Dinero! In a match that is 4 years in the making, Mike Larkin faces Moses Marquez in a promo battle for the first time ever! Blade Rodriguez looks to sharpen his skills as he takes on the current Max World Champion, the Demoness! Plus, we will hear from the Clown Prince of Chaos, the Jester! We are 1 week away from the return of Promo Climax! We're going to predict AEW Forbidden Door! This show is stacked! Welcome to Open Door!
One door is forbidden, ours is wide open. Welcome to Open Door, a Max Wrestling Max event. I am the captain, he is El Jefe, and down there is Cypher. We are about to predict AEW / New Japan's Forbidden Door. We also bring you a loaded card of Max Wrestling promo action, and everybody seems to have understood the assignment, because tonight is not about championships, it is about calling your shot before we begin the big return of the Promo Climax next week.
Goodness gracious, and we're all excited about it, so this is the perfect time to make Max Wrestling your new home for all things wrestling, and all you have to do is smash that like button and tickle that subscribe button. For those that prefer the old-fashioned podcast, of course, head on over to SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, and of course, for a whole bunch of links and just the beauty of itself, check out the dumb website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, and of course, make sure we check out the official Max Wrestling post show after Max. A QR code is on the screen right now. Give it a link, but save it for later at the same time. Hosted by our very own Flex Murdoch, a.k.a. Corey, a.k.a. Cypher, a.k.a. the guy that's on the screen right now, flexing it out right now. You never know if anybody's going to show up, what's going to go down. It's like a little extension of the show, or maybe, just maybe, it's about a bunch of guys ranting and raving. Scan and go after the show.
Yeah, and I was almost ranting and raving because I forgot the fucking graphic, but it's now playing. So, I don't want to wait anymore. I want to see some promo action because I hope you're all as excited as I am for the return of Promo Climax next week. So let's kick things off with 2 former Max World Champions. Beer has competed in King of the Mic before. Teddy has competed in King of the Mic and Promo Climax too. In fact, I don't think there's a tournament that Teddy hasn't competed in apart from the first Promo Climax. These two have crossed paths several times. However, most recently, Teddy was once again victorious in defending his Knowledge Championship. It is Beer versus Tedd P Dinero.
Up the beer.
A Promo Slam, I was on the show, on the pub with the boys, and I didn't even have a match. I bided my time and see what I was going to do next. And I had a plan on what I wanted to do next. Until Mr. Rodriguez decided to ruin my plan. But I let it slide. Because when you're going up against Demoness, Blade, I wish you luck. I wish you luck, bud. I really do. But all I can tell you is be careful what you wish for. So I thought, cool. So we'll move on to the next. How about I do an open challenge. You see, because I'm sick to death of just sitting here and just waiting for people to give me opportunities. I'm going to start taking these opportunities. Until up came you, Teddy P. Teddy P Dinero, the man himself. You know what? I admire you for that, Teddy. I admire you, bud. Because it takes a lot of courage, a lot of balls to want to step up to the longest reigning Max Wrestling champion in the history of this amazing brand that we both have the honor and prestige of being on every week. As I sit here right now, I just know, Teddy, made a mistake, but I admire you for it. You may be, without question, and I'm gonna be nice. I'm pissed off as it is. I'm pissed off at the world right now, right? I hate the world. But you are, without a doubt, one of the greatest knowledges of professional wrestling I think I've ever seen. You know 100% more ball knowledge than me. And that takes a lot because Trivia Takeover, if you'd have saw when I got the Iron Bank, I got 14 out of 15. If I was you, you'd have got all 15. But Teddy, what you haven't realized is that you have not a clue what world you stepped into. You're not facing beer from the Dragon Club. You're not facing just a normal man. I can have my time and I can literally chew up and spit anyone out who anyone gets in my way. Teddy, all I can say is TikTok. Time's up, bud. Well, you run back with your little whatever it was that you're trying to do, like a little Timu Undertaker sort of like a little thing with me. It's never work. I'm not scared of the dark. I'm not scared of anything. Anything related, unless it was my mom, my dad, my grandmother, or my sister. The only people in life that I'm scared of. I can take anything people throw at me, but them 4 people, they're the only 4 people in my life that I'm scared of, and the rest, I couldn't give a fuck about them. You see, I've lost a lot of people in my life. I lost a lot of people in my life, and I knew from that moment to not be scared. So people have the audacity to say that I was going to be insane going up against the Demoness, our beloved world champion. Did anyone say that when I faced, without a doubt, one of the best talkers on Max Wrestling in the best podcast machine, Mike Larkin? Is anyone saying that? No. Why? Because you're all scared of the truth. I speak the truth. And that's how I've been and that's how I always will be. I ended Cypher's long-time television championship reign. And I became beer dozen sure. No one will ever match that. World champion and also TV champion. 2 of the biggest titles that we've got. I had them both at the same fucking time. You know why? Because I care. And I proved that I am the best. I was the best for 244 fucking days. And let this be one final message. Blade and Demoness I'm going to watch your main event very closely. Because when one open door closes, the next door will be unleashed, because cold-blooded beer, cold heart, wants his baby back. And when I do get my World Championship back, I'm going to be the most unbearable person that you've ever seen. I'm going to be literally rubbing it in every one of your faces. Teddy, I do like you. I respect a lot. Yeah, I respect you, bud. I really do. But all I can say is, time's up. 3, 2, 1.
Press 1.
The greatest trick the devil pulled was to make you believe that he isn't real. And you still don't believe. But I don't understand, Mr. Beer, is that you have this pompous attitude about you, the protagonist spirit in an antagonist form. Yes, you, Mr. Beer, sir. We have yet to even reach what this truly is. What the pain comes, with the misfortune of your demise. See, I spared you last time. I spared you. I let you have the title, because what do I need with a title that I don't defend? The problem is truly this, Mr. Beer. You are the opposition, and you are standing in my way, but not only my way, the cross world orders way. And that, my friend, that is a problem. And when you start doing things that might cause you more problems, such as standing to the glitch in the system, not only will I take your little title, I'll take your soul. So let's not even get into that. Let's let you stay on your side, because my side's winning. The most disturbing thing about you, Mr. Beer, is this facade of confidence that you parade around. Like you're this and you're that. You're nothing. You are a roach in my kingdom. How dare you even step to me? How dare you even breathe my air, you insolent peasant? You and your dragon, whatever the fuck you guys call yourself. You're no match. You're nothing. You're honestly minuscule in the master plan. But hey, you gotta step on steps to get where you need to go, right? What's understood doesn't need to be explained. And if you don't get it, it's not for you to get.
Okay, no overkill on Forbidden Door. We got 8 matches. A nice, solid, standard pay-per-view.
Standard, fam. Standard.
All right, so let's... I have no idea how we're going to start this off, so I'm going to kick it off with Cope and Cage versus Killswitch and Kip. CNC versus K&K.
Hey, put the letters together and you get some rhymage. What the fuck is going on? Like, how are guys getting injured right before big shows? Like, poor Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This guy, this whole fucking feud is about him. And then he's hurt. And they bring Killswitch back, which, you know what? I don't hate that. I've kind of been clamoring where the fuck he's at. So, okay, the return is on. But we say this all the fucking time. The writing's on the wall. These guys are going to be the Edge and Christian, the CNC connection, whatever you want to call them. It's going to be them of old. Yes, there is tension, but it seemed to be like they pretty much squashed it on Dynamite last night. So he wants to be the best darn tag team partner he's ever had. And I'm like, you already were the best darn partner he's ever had. But hey, that's in the past. So I hate to do it because, Killswitch just got back. You really don't need to have this guy lose. But obviously, it should be Kip Sabian taking the pin. But there's no way Cope and Cage are not winning this one. There's no way.
And I actually forgot his name changed to Killswitch because I saw the thumbnail this morning and I was like, hey, it's Luchasaurus.
As did I. As I was watching Dynamite last night, half muted. I'm like, oh, Luchasaurus is back. And then I heard, like, faintly, some Killswitch is like, oh, not the stupid switch.
Oh, yeah, they changed it. They renamed him after Christian's finisher.
Exactly. But it also makes sense. And then I love the fucking, what was it, Scotland crowd? So they were Scotland?
Yeah, they were in Glasgow.
They were all chanting. He's all, that's your dad. Or he's your dad. And I'm like, hell yeah. Don't beat up your dad. But he beat up his dad anyway.
Yeah, speaking of the fact that they were in Glasgow, they had Grado on, I think it was a Collision taping. And they did use Madonna Like a Prayer, but I have been at TNA tapings. They have used it before, and usually when it gets to TV, they have to dub it over because Madonna doesn't like her songs being used on TV. So let's see if TK can pay his way.
Ooh, that'd be hella expensive.
Yeah. When was it? I think it was Wembley Arena, the smaller one. In 2016, Grado was there. And he even tried to reach out to Madonna himself. And like, I want you to walk to the ring to your song. It's my music. Madonna, Marge, I'm a big fan. My mom's a big fan. And she didn't even respond. She gave no fucks.
She really ain't. And she ain't gonna get no fucks when she lay down that price either.
Well, funnily enough, I think it was a couple of weeks after that, she'd had the whole incident where she fell down the stairs, like got blown down the stairs by a big-ass cape, and Grado just tweeted, karma. Alright, while Mo on the freezes, we both went for Cope and Cage. Flex, who are you going with?
Well, considering the irony of things and, consider how everything's shaping up, I got to go with Cope and Cage. I feel like...
So a full house for Cope and Cage. Let's go to the IWGP. Cal Fletcher versus Takahashi.
We're just gonna have some fun. We're just in here having some fun. Hiromu Takahashi versus Kyle Fletcher. How many times is fucking Hiromu junior champ? 3, 4 time. I want to say 4 times former IWGP junior heavyweight champ. Kyle Fletcher, if he wasn't massive, could absolutely have been a fucking junior heavyweight champion in New Japan, 1000%. But he's big. But that's another dude I'd love to see make a G1 run. Didn't he make a G1 run last year? No, that was Takeshita.
Yeah.
Then Takeshita won it. Shout out to Takeshita. Anyway, we're going to talk Takeshita, talking Fletcher.
Wait a minute, it's not the IWGP, it's TNT title.
This is for the TNT title.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's TNT champion. I keep forgetting who the fuck's TNT champion because it's just like irrelevant.
It's a floater belt.
I know having technical
really is.
Everybody, what kind of shit is going on? Oh, there it goes. Lord have mercy. My bad.
But yeah,
it's getting fucked up right now. We're good though.
TNT title kind of feels a little bit dead in the water, even though I love Kyle Fletcher. It just seems to be an irrelevant belt, no matter who's got it.
Yeah,
I really don't think it helped.
Point.
That Adam Cole had it, and they barely put him on TV, and then of course he got injured. And then Dustin had it for a cup of coffee. But keep it on Fletcher. It's an exhibition match at best.
That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, there's no reason to give it to Hiromu, who's not going to hang out. He's not going to have a real run in AEW. So keep it that way. Kyle Fletcher is gaining more momentum. He is probably the more recognizable TNT champion that we've had in a minute.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think Dustin could have had a good run with it if he'd have had a run with it, but he literally had it for like a week.
Yeah, and then double knee surgery or whatever the fucking story is. So it sucks, but it is what it is. The nature of the beast, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked that we had to take it off Adam Cole in the first place through injury, severe injury.
Agreed.
But again, they didn't do much with him as champion anyway. So I really think this title's been hurt a lot lately, and they need to showcase it a lot more. And Kyle Fletcher is a great young talent to do that with.
Hit Randy Orton light.
Yeah. Is it another full house for Fletcher?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, that belt's a floater, but at the same time, keep it on Fletcher. Bring a little bit more prestige to it. People might start taking it a little bit seriously. Right now, it's got relevancy than, it's got a little bit of relevancy, but not a lot. So, yeah, just keep it on Fletcher.
It's kind of like a 24/7 title right now.
I know.
Don't varnish it that bad.
Yeah. I would say, oh, God, that's terrible.
We got a three-way elimination for the tag team titles. Hurt Syndicate defending against FTR and Brodito. I didn't even know they had a team name, but Brodito.
Oh, yeah, they got a badass team named Brodito. This is where...
and Bandito, for those that don't get it.
Yeah, and you should get it. No, I'm just kidding. It is a random little tag team that they have. I love it, though. I love these guys. I think they would work great long-term. I really, truly do. The problem is it's like we're talking about the Hurt Syndicate here. They're over. They should not really even lose these belts as an even small consideration. But let's say they do. The only other way I see anybody doing whatever is FTR steals it, and then they go on to have a fucking rematch at some point, and Brodito is just there for the sake of being fucking cool. But Brodito right now is in the position that was the same position that we would consistently see the best friends in. Oh, come on, please give him the fucking tag team titles. Or just recently with the fucking the Outrunners.
Yeah.
Come on, just give them the tag title run or whatever. That's these dudes right now. They got the hot moment. They got the momentum. They got the push, the drive, the whatever have you. The fans are clamoring for it, but it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to stick with the Hurt Syndicate, even though I really do think there could be some fucking chicanery. And, maybe goddamn Stokely gets involved or whatever, and FTR steal it, can be tag team champ. But again, safety reasons, sticking with the Syndicate.
Cypher, who you going with?
I mean, if we're thinking outside the box here, like, what if TK pulls the ultimate serve and then decides to, like, you know what? Let's just give Bro Dito the tag team champions, and that way they have a rematch against Hurt Syndicate. I mean, that could be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the rematch is definitely there, but at the same time, like Mo said, like, they're like the Outrunners, the best friends, private party. You want to put the belts on them, but just not right now. Just not right now. So, will Bro Dito get the shot at tag team champions? Hell yeah, absolutely. It just won't be right now. It'll be at a later time where they'll face Hurt Syndicate one-on-one and then take it. So I'm going to take the same safety precautions and say Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, same for me. I don't see any reason for a title change. FTR don't need it. Hurt Syndicate are kind of on the fence right now, whether they're face or heel. I think they're trying to be heels, but people just love them.
Yeah. they love the fact that they hurt people, that they're rude. They're just over. I mean, the fact was they were over in the E before they were kind of forced out.
Yeah.
And then that momentum just stuck with them. And it's still here. And you're right, FTR doesn't need it. So just throw that out the window.
Part of me even thinks that some part of AEW leaked all these rumors that people are unhappy with Hurt Syndicate backstage for politics or whatever, just to get some heat on them from the fans. But
right,
personally, I don't really think the fans are buying it. They just love the Hurt Syndicate. They love MVP. Love Bobby Lashley is just killing it.
He's the man.
He's in such good shape right now. I mean,
then
he's always in good shape. Bobby Lashley doesn't age.
No, he does. And at this point, neither does Shelton Benjamin. Jiminy Christmas.
I keep thinking Shelton Benjamin's like 30.
I want to be 50-something with shoulders that fucking wide.
Damn. And can we also remind people that Shelton Benjamin was Brock Lesnar's tag team partner in college?
Mm-hmm. In college. These guys wrestled together at the University of Minnesota.
Crazy. All right, this one. This one is IWGP World Title. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness.
Pop the London fucking crowd, fam. Pop the fucking London crowd.
Certainly worked when he was a surprise entrant at All In last year.
I know how important the title is in Japan. I can feel the stare of Gato now. I really can. And it just doesn't help me because I don't give a fuck. Give it to Nigel McGuinness.
Oh,
you're in the O2. You're in London. It's against Zack Sabre Jr. It is going to be a technical, hard-hitting, British strong style match. Is exactly what we're going to get. It's going to be balls to the wall. Might be one of the best matches we've ever fucking seen on an AEW show. And I'm all ready to fucking start clamoring that on every show. But this is the pop he had at being a surprise entrant. The match he put on with Bryan Danielson. Even the little things he was doing on Dynamite. Nigel McGuinness has it still. And and again, I understand the prestige of the IWGP Championship. Okay? I get it, and I'm sorry for those who are going to take this right up the butt because look at how they're taking the Takeshita win, some of these fans.
Oh, yeah.
But for the moment, for the pop, because Zack Sabre Jr. he lost the belt earlier, and he did a fucking hot potato with the belt himself. So Why not do it again? Again, for the pop. And then if anything, you can have him, win it again on the fucking, on a, whatever, goddamn kick-ass. What big shit? All in. All out? All out?
Oh, that's the next one, yeah.
All out. That's the next one.
Counter.
Have to do it like that. I mean, that'd be relatively close. But hey, it wouldn't hinder the structure. It could put in a little wrench to the fucking whole Takeshita thing. Or, in that instance, that's where Don Callis and all those fuckers could get involved and screw Zack Sabre Jr. Oh, yeah, there's no way you could lose to some fucking old fucker like Nigel McGuinness. Let's screw him. I can see all kinds of shit happening. In the last one, I went safe. In this one, I'm risking it for the biscuit in it. I got to stick with Nigel. I want Nigel to win. I need Nigel to win, okay? I love Zack Sabre Jr. I love everything he's going to do. I need the moment. Give me the moment.
Flex, safe or ballsy?
Hey.
That should be a definitely mixed segment. Safe or ballsy? No.
Let's put that on a t-shirt.
Hey.
Yeah. There's a lot of shirts coming out soon, folks. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get all these. We're gonna get all
the
these.
Merch is a coming.
Yeah, merch is coming. Safe or ballsy, all that. But I've learned in watching, like in recent history, whoever the hometown hero is, that's who they put over the most. And you see it everywhere. It's like it's nothing new. You see it every time, like. They go to these different places, and the person's from there. They always get put over. And like we're in the O2, so hey, I have to go with Nigel. I'm gonna go with Nigel on this one.
The crazy thing is they're both from London.
Yeah, I think. Well, obviously different parts of London, but yeah, Zack Sabre's from London too, I think.
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now because I'm pretty sure that's where. Nigel's from, or at least that's where he's built from.
Zack Sabre Jr. is from the Isle of Sheppey, which is on the coast of Kent.
Oh,
so a little bit posher than Nigel.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you go. Well, that explains it all. Explains it all. This fool's real name is Hey, that's a good first name you got there in real life. I'm not about to give it to the world. But you can, you can Google it or Wikipedia it, whatever you want to fucking do.
His real surname kind of spells it out for you. Eat well.
Eat well, nice.
They eat well.
Dude, I love that. Eat well. I love that.
I love it. Let's get ballsy.
All right, then I'll be the one that plays it safe. I do think it's just there for the pop for Nigel. It'll be a hell of a fucking match, like you said. But I think Zach's carrying it back to Japan.
Yeah. Probably. But we can dream, damn it. We can dream.
Yeah. Kind of don't want to give a fuck about this one, but 4-way for the TBS title. Mercedes, too many belts versus Alex Windsor versus Persephone versus Bozilla.
Windsor!
Alex Windsor is so fucking over.
I can hear Tony Storm from the rafters of some arena somewhere in the middle of the world. Windsor!
So Bozilla is the one from Stardom.
Yes.
Okay.
Persephone is the one from CMLL.
Yeah.
She's relatively known. People are a little excited about her. More people are excited more about Bozilla than Persephone. But I'm excited for Alex Windsor. Okay, she's obviously liked. She's getting a push fast. She's been here before. Then I think she got hurt. And she was out for a minute, and now she's back. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Mrs. Ospreay. Am I wrong?
Yes, it is.
Will Ospreay's lady.
Yes.
There you go. That guy's giving you everything and then some. Put his wife over again, as we have proclaimed her 100,000 times over. Mercedes, too many belts. She has issues walking with all these belts. It's time to lose one of these belts. And you go ahead.
And she got another one recently, or going for another one.
She's going for another one.
Going for another one. I was about to say, I was like, I remember hearing of her winning another one, but god damn.
Well, I mean, she got 9 or 8 now. 8 or 9.
I think it's 8.
She don't need 9. You don't need 9. You don't need that many belts. Now you're just being greedy. You're like the
I
fucking
don't.
Green Lantern of AEW, collecting all the fucking rings.
Yeah, it's tomorrow actually. Mercedes versus Emerson Jane at Global Wars for Rev Pro title versus title.
Oh,
So
okay.
she could be adding Discovery Wrestling Scottish Women's Championship to her collection.
What the fucking balls? No. No.
Oh God!
This is where it starts. This is where it
Play the
starts.
rant
No, no.
music.
This is if we haven't hit, I don't give a fuck. Let's go. But the reality is like this is where it should fucking start. I've given the history of the Ultimo Dragon way too many fucking times. I've said it at nauseum at this point, and what the difference of the meanings of those belts were compared to this one. Half of these promotions I think are made up. The ones that she has belts for, or like are so low independent. It's like you might as well parade around
Team
the PWG championship. But in all reality, at least in PWG, that fucking title is still world renowned. Okay, so it's still fucking better off than some of the shit she has. But if she has a fucking match in Rev Pro, and then she's gonna take whatever momentum from that show to go to this other one in the O2, why not start the losing streak now? She couldn't beat Tony Storm. Now you're on the losing streak. You lost your Rev Pro, whatever. I think it's just a Rev Pro Women's Championship or whatever. But she's got that one, so she can lose that, turn around, lose TBS, and then go from there. She can start losing all of her belts. Maybe she has to change herself, do some whatever, some soul search, whatever. But it's time to take her from this belt collecting world beater to reality waking up her. You know, you couldn't win the big one. Now you can't win any of them.
Yeah, I do think she'll win the big one while she's in AEW, but I don't think she'll do it while she's got all these other belts. I think she'll lose it all to win the one.
Bingo.
But whether or not it starts this weekend is up in the air. You know what? I'll be the one with the ballsy prediction on this one. I'll go for Alex Windsor.
Hey, fucking let's get in the boat then, fam.
We're all gonna go balls and say Alex Windsor.
Windsor.
Go, Mrs. Ospreay.
Everybody,
There it is, Mrs. Ospreay.
Will's
I think
Mrs.
There it is. Did you miss it up, mate?
Beat fucking Mercedes, didn't I? Alright.
Bored.
This one also should slap like a bitch, like Rodney Slapovich.
Oh.
Okada versus Swerve for the unified title.
You had to make sure to bring a change of shorts for this one. Oh Lord, I'm the first one to raise my hand and go, let's fucking put this belt on Swerve and try to do something with it. But we're talking about Okada here, and he's been the continental title that when he had it, he did fuck all with it, and yet it still mattered. So I'm just saying. And now that he has the unified, people are going to be chasing him. Whoever dethrones him is going to be a big star. It's just too early. It's just too early. Swerve doesn't have to win shit. Swerve is the most over dude in this company that doesn't have a title. So he might be the most over. Well, no, I'd still say
Maybe
Will's a
Ospreay.
little bit above him. But yeah, he's still upper echelon, top dog. But we're talking about Okada. We're talking about the run Okada could be having. We have this influx of New Japan now due to the Forbidden Door, quote unquote. With All Out happening, well, I'm sure we could see some more. That working relationship probably has to get going at some point, right? Takeshita's happening, right? Maybe Takeshita's the guy that wins it or whatever. He walks in with an AEW title to Wrestle Kingdom in January 4th. So I like it. You know what? I like that. I like that. Make Takeshita be the guy that beats Okada because that sets you up for the G1 because, again, Okada is the greatest tournament wrestler Japan's ever seen. He's won the most G1s. Yeah. Okada.
My only thing is the unified title. It is kind of, it has a separate lineage, and apparently the Continental and the international titles are technically still going. So
fucking weird.
Yeah. So really, Okada has 3 titles right now, but he's only carrying around 1 belt.
See, come on, Mercedes, take note.
Just unify him into 1 belt.
Right? Make life fucking easy for you.
I think it would be a great moment if Swerve won a title, considering the fact that last time he was in London last year, he lost the world title to Bryan Danielson.
That's right.
And Okada had that Continental title for donkeys.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Has Okada been pinned in AEW?
Oh, God. No.
So, double whammy if Swerve was to win. I'm gonna throw all my eggs in the basket and go for Swerve.
Goodness gracious. Like that, though.
Because then if Okada does still have the Continental title, technically, he can still drop that to Takeshita.
True. Very true.
I don't see why they just don't combine them and call it the Atlas Championship. But
That'd be good.
Well,
but you'd have to get Tony Atlas to introduce it.
that could happen.
But tell you a story about... No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know what I can't cook.
Tony Atlas.
Cook,
crazy, this guy.
Cook some chicken feet, and everybody in Legends House is like, what the fuck is that smell? Fucking love Tony Atlas.
Chicken feet.
Chicken feet. That's
Goodness gracious.
I guess. I don't know. I mean,
we've given Cypher a lot to think about with this one.
Yeah, you're telling me, bro.
Like you both laid it heavy on me, so I'm just like, dude, I don't even know. I don't know if they both got beef with anybody that could be a third party and screw them both to where they have to tag team and no decided factor. The win knows, but you know what I mean. They know the winner, but they don't have.
There is though.
I think Swerve is only beefing with Okada right now, but at the same time, Okada does have the backup of Don Callis.
And you're forgetting the brothers of the foundering. I try to fucking make it sound cool. The fucking Bucks.
EVPs.
You have to remember that the Bucks are always going to be a factor. And the Bucks don't like Swerve right now. And that's been one of the other things that they've been playing up on Dynamite. So you could absolutely have the Bucks interfere in this one to maintain Okada's stature. But yeah, I'd probably lean a little bit more towards Don Callis. He probably will likely be ringside. But then again, that's going to be weird. You know what I mean? Well, Takeshi's going to have to break off from him at some point. So yeah, this is where it goes from here. I like that. Maybe he does get involved.
You know what? I'm gonna just say Okada.
Hey,
it always be Swerve's house, but Okada.
Okay.
The Deonna Purrazzo of the old Impact.
Oh yeah.
The safest bet of all.
I guess you could say a triple main event, even though there's no such thing. There's only one main event. This is the main event. But 3 marquee matches. Let's go. Toni Storm defending the women's world title against Athena. This is, of course, Athena's Casino Gauntlet cash-in. I think I'd be okay with Athena being the one to dethrone Toni Storm. We all love Toni Storm. She's had a hell of a run. She's AEW's most treasured possession right now. But we've been clamoring for so long for Athena to get called up and win a title on the main roster. She still has the Ring of Honor women's title. She's the forever champion.
800 something. Well, over 1,000 days, no?
Oh,
I want to say she's over 1,000 now.
It could be at least coming up to 3 years. It's definitely well over 2.
Athena Reigns, baby.
Hey. Like it. I like that. No, I get what you're driving at though, Dads. It's one of these things where we've been clamoring for Athena and for her to be taken seriously. And Toni Storm is absolutely beloved. She is our Rhea Ripley in every opposite and equal way at the same time because she means so much to this fucking brand. But, and I'm not saying this in like, oh, I have to go Toni Storm. No, I'm let everybody know right now. I am picking Athena. And I'm saying it with remorse because that it literally sets up everything that I'm talking about. The entire fall of Mercedes starts in Rev Pro and follows it out through the weekend and through the next couple of weeks because Athena will be fucking world champion. And again, the best rise for Mercedes is to lose it all and go up against somebody that she has real beef with, and that would be Athena. So I hate it. I hate when I'm right, especially in instances like this. And it's one that I'm almost positive is going to happen. We love Toni Storm. Thank you for your beautiful run. But Athena has to win this. We have to get Athena at Mercedes at some point. And maybe if TK's smart, that just means that Mercedes never wins the big one. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more.
Well, it is coming up to 3 years. Athena's been champion for 984 days. She won it December 2022. As for Toni Storm, obviously she won the title back from Mariah May at Grand Slam. But last time she was in London at All In was when she lost it to Mariah May. So is she going to lose the world title in London back to back?
Yes.
Well, think of it like this. Even if Athena don't win, who is the one person that could possibly dethrone timeless Toni Storm at All Out? Start your build with Jamie Hayter and have Hayter versus Toni Storm at All Out.
Where is Jamie Hayter again? Did she get injured again?
Catering, fam.
Damn. She just got back.
So, yeah.
I think if Toni doesn't lose it to Athena, she'll lose it to Mercedes in a rematch.
Oh, that's terrible.
Unfortunately.
Just use Jamie.
But
I'm gonna just say for a sake, just throw Jamie in there. No Mercedes, just Jamie. Please throw Jamie in there.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm going to stick with Athena. Again, love Toni Storm. At one point, I wanted her to be champion forever.
Hey, fucking hell.
But I think that was mainly because I thought Mercedes was going to win it.
Yes.
I'd be much more happy with Athena dethroning Toni Storm than I would ever have been for Mercedes.
Like I said, as long as it all fucking coincides with Mercedes losing it all,
yeah,
we're in the game.
All out. Lose it all out.
Lose it all out.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Athena.
All right, full house for the ROH Forever Champion.
Ever champion.
Athena Reigns.
All right, up next we have a clusterfuck cage match. Lights out steel cage. Golden Lovers, Darby Allin, Tanahashi, and Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd.
Tanahashi fucking tore his bicep walking to the fucking ring. What the hell are you doing, Tana? Like, what are you doing, bruh? What the fuck old ass Tana need to be doing this goddamn match for? He gonna jump off the cage. You know he's gonna jump off the fucking cage. Why? It's fine. It's not fine. It's gonna be crazy. I'm hoping we get to see a little bit of Coda of old, but again, I also don't need him breaking both of his fucking ankles in one match like he did against Marufuji. So
yeah, the whole babyface team is taped up.
Yeah, they're all fucking hurt except for Darby, who's fresh off of climbing the mountain. But in reality, he's kind of hurt because they whooped his ass and threw him around in a body bag. So
he's used to that.
Yeah.
Damn Darby. Christ. This match leans so much to the Death Riders, the Bucks, and Gabe Kidd because That's all these motherfuckers know. Is gnarly, go 100 miles an hour. Gabe Kidd's a fucking monster. The whole whatever. Darby has no limits. Tanahashi's going to go in there and hopefully not hurt himself. It'll be great. I just don't know what is the point? What are we doing? Where are we going? You know what I mean? We're just doing some shit. Because if we're just doing some shit, then the good guys should win. Because if we're just doing some shit. You know what I mean? The only fucking outsider. Well, in all reality, they only have one outsider per fucking side or whatever the fuck. Yeah, like I said, if there's nothing to this other than a good old fashioned brawl, have the good guys win because everyone there can get some love and affection from the UK crowd. Yeah.
All right. My ballsy prediction.
Give me some counter.
Is they keep playing up on Will's injury and how he's not medically cleared, which is why it's a lights out match. And he's gonna need surgery soon. I think that injury, whether they're playing it up or not, is gonna be the downfall for the babyfaces and give Death Riders the win. So, plus Mox just lost the world title, so I'm gonna lean on the Death Riders. Also, because like I said, the babyface team is all taped up with. They're just stitched together.
You're telling me
they're getting through this match on bandages and pills.
We have no idea how healthy Kota really is. Fucking Kenny can only work so goddamn often, and I mean, hell, they look at how much they whooped his ass, before losing the unified belt. Yeah, you got a point. They are really taped up.
Dude, they are mummified.
Like that.
Just for the sake of just for the sake of everything. I mean, if everybody's taped up except Darby, Darby's gonna be having to do most of the work. Everybody else is gonna be like, everybody else is not even gonna get out of second gear, fam. So, Moxley Murder Association with the EVPs and damn Gabe Kidd for the win. I guess I'll take that side. It's
Death Riders Incorporated.
Yeah,
Death Riders Incorporated.
I think Darby's going to be the one doing all the death-defying stunts.
Yeah.
So that takes us to the world title, possible main events. Might be the cage match, we don't know. Hangman defending against MJF. This is MJF's accidental Casino Gauntlet cash-in.
When you get suckered into something because you're so in the heat of the fucking moment and you're so intrigued about winning back a belt like nobody's business, it's a Hangman's first title fucking defense. You are not going to have him lose his first fucking title defense. That throws everything we've worked for completely out the fucking window. That makes no sense whatsoever. So it has to be Hangman, but then being the people that we are, the fucking, the forward thinkers, to get fancy worded, what the fuck are we doing with MJF? Where are we at now? And I'm sick and tired of already hearing, well, he's just already going to be on his way to the E. He's already just going to be on his way to the E. No, he doesn't. I mean, that's not necessary. Let's leave it like that. That's not necessary. But what is necessary is a direction for him. And if he's not winning the world championship, and by no means should he really win the world championship, even by fucking chicanery, screwery, whatever, maybe the Hurt Syndicate decide they do want to help him after all, or Shelton, crumbles, MVP crumbles, somebody helps him, and maybe they fuck over Hangman. You're hurting everyone in that scenario. It's a WCW move to the goddamn fullest. Because you're taking a guy who is beloved, who is your baby face of the company. He is your baby face. You gave him back his old baby face music, for fuck's sake. That's how you know he's the baby face of the company. You had him win the big one against the guy that was destroying the company from within because he said that nobody was good enough and this and that the people couldn't even see the championship. The whole 9 yards. The whole 9 yards. And then you're going to turn around and have him lose to the biggest dick in the company? And I'm sure he's like giggling at that one because I'm sure he took it as a compliment. But that's beside the fact. It just doesn't work. So Hangman to win it. But what the fuck are we doing with MJF? What are we doing with MJF? Why was MJF not in the G1? Why was MJF not doing something outside of Happy fucking Gilmore too?
Yeah, and why have they gone straight for the cash in instead of, like, MJF really could have worked that cash in tease for a while.
Yeah.
But instead they've gone straight to it and forced him to cash in when he didn't mean to. Obviously he spent weeks trying to goad Hangman into just giving him a title shot. So it does seem like kind of a waste of the Gauntlet title shot, but it is way too soon to take that title off Hangman. Like you said, first defense, he's not losing it. But MJF, I think, does need to be world champion again at some point.
Yeah.
Just
and
not.
And maybe this happened like 3 months down the line. I could say, well, if Hangman's fucking run is stale, why not? Got to have the heel guy, blah, blah, blah. But again, this is defense numero uno.
Yeah. Like you said, it'd all be for nothing if Hangman lost it now. So give me Hangman and Flex.
I mean, when you think about it, it's really like you give it to Hangman. What are they gonna do with MJF? They give it to MJF. What the fuck you doing to Hangman? It's literally like it feels like a no-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
Double-edged sword.
It's a double-edged sword. So it's just, what can you do with MJF at this point? Well, they got it there. There has to be something up TK's sleeve for MJF to do if he loses. I mean, maybe he'll find a tag team partner and go out to tag titles. I don't know. But I guess I'm going with Hangman because it is his first title defense. It wouldn't make much sense for him to lose MJF at the first title defense. But this is TK we're talking about, so.
Yeah, MJF needs a solid top babyface to work with. And the problem is, everybody that's a babyface, that's a top babyface outside of Hangman, MJF's already worked with.
Yeah.
Ospreay, Darby, Cope.
Been there, done that. That's the downside of it. Again, been there, done that.
Has he worked with Swerve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say they did.
Did one of them drop the title to the other?
MJF lost to Swerve?
I think he did, yeah. Dynasty.
I think that's what it was.
No, Swerve beat Joe.
Yeah.
Swerve beat Joe.
Oh, yeah.
But
it was Joe, not...
Has Swerve
I don't know.
MJF feuded
even
before?
Even if they hadn't had a feud, I don't really know if I want MJF going after Swerve. It just feels like a veer off to something. I kind of was liking, though, the idea of a tag. Well, there's been consistent rumors of like Hammerstone heading over to AEW, having Wardlow finally fucking return, having them rebuild Dynasty, the faction that he had back in the MLW days. I could totally see that because he's always been the guy trying to get into the factions. Maybe it's time he's the guy that starts the faction. That's not, some bullshit fucking taking teams from random shit. Guys he knows, guys he trusts, and maybe they can do something out of that. Otherwise, I'm at the point of saying, what harm would it do to send MJF to Japan? Is that doable? Is that something we can do? Can he have a run in Japan? You know what I mean? Can we make him relevant all over again? To do something for the fucking cat. You know what I mean?
But they're not going to put him in a faction. I mean, that would be the next best possible move. Send him to Japan. Like, you seen how many people went to Japan and got absolutely fucking great momentum, then come back and keep that momentum.
I don't know what happened to Jack Perry, but I mean, I remember when he fucking first came back, he had some good momentum, and then it just fucking, they were like, yeah, get out of here.
Damn, where is Jack Perry?
Catering.
I know, cool.
It's just like there's so many people that we
Um,
literally. Oh God.
I don't think we've seen Jack Perry since he lost the TNT title.
Nope.
Has MJF and Jack Perry been in the tag before?
Nope. Not to my knowledge. Odd pairing, but I like it.
Yeah. So Swerve and MJF have some history on the Indies, but I don't recall that they've ever had an actual feud in AEW. They've crossed paths a few times, but no like feud or match or anything. So that could be on the horizon.
A death match, some nonsense between these guys because they both can go pretty balls to the wall.
Yeah, I think people forget actually that how violent MJF can actually be.
Mm-hmm. You're telling me.
All right, so that is Forbidden Door, all predicted. And before we go any further, we want to extend birthday wishes to one Travis Anderson, a.k.a. Travesty, a.k.a. The Walker. It was his birthday on Monday. I didn't do the usual thing by posting in the Max group because I think people would have thought, wait a minute, and you guys been beefing for so long? But anyway, he may be a nemesis and a pain in my ass for the last 3 years, but he is also an icon in Max Wrestling, one of the top promo competitors aside, and one of the most caring individuals I've ever met. So, happy birthday for Monday, Mr. Travis Anderson.
Yeah, bro.
Indeed. So, a few weeks ago at All for One, Travesty actually shocked the world as he surrendered his world championship to the Demoness. But immediately after the match, we saw the return of the Gesture with a strange request. Now he has set a challenge to the Demoness for next month's Summer End. But first, we get to hear what the Jester has to say.
She said yes. Can you feel it? Looming, humming, like the drum beat before the curtain calls. Summer's End. The stage is set, and I'm the headliner in a tragedy no one will forget. My darling Demoness, you've signed my death warrant, and I could not be more thrilled. Isn't that funny? You see, most men spend their lives clawing for one breath, one more tomorrow. Me, I want the big finale. I want to go out in a blaze so bright that the shadows never recover. Because death is not the opposite of life. No. Death is the womb of a legend. Death is different. Mortals rot. Martyrs fester into myths. And myths never die. So, when your blade, or your flame, or your kiss of death, however you choose to snuff me out, finally lands, the joke is not on me. It's on everyone else. Because they'll remember. Oh, they'll whisper about the madman who courted his own doom and laughed at the gallows. And they'll remember you as the dark angel who granted him into oblivion. will be inseparable. Two sides of the same coin, tossed endlessly through the grubby little fingers of history. My death is a coronation. Your strike is my scepter. At summer's end, I won't just die. I will ascend. So promise me, Demoness. Promise me you'll make it hurt. Promise me you'll make it beautiful. And when the world gasps at the sight, they'll know. They'll all know. The jester was never mortal to begin with.
Thursday on Max. Predictions, recaps, trivia, and groundbreaking promos, and the occasional rant.
I'm going to say it again. Fucking Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
You have known for months now that this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight was going to happen. You knew. You had more than enough time to get the infrastructure for your website ready to go.
Join us on the Max Wrestling Podcast every Thursday. Exclusively on YouTube and audio on all podcast platforms. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Well, let me tell you something, you sons of bitches. Allow me to take a break, brothers, from being so cool, so awesome, from oozing machismo, yeah, from pumping up these guns, yeah. Can you see the cheese flowing from them? Yeah, somebody get a fucking bowl. I don't want to waste a drip, brother. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm here to let you know that me, A.T. Wrestler of the CW, oh yeah, too sweet me, brother. Yeah, I will be right where you expect me to be, brother. I will be in the Promo Climax, brother. You know who else is going to be there? The Stat Man, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Stat Man's coming for you, too, brother. He's not here right now, brother, because he had a crazy surgery, brother. And guess what? He's not going to lay down, not like a dog. Absolutely not, brother. Even though he's still with an injury, brother, he's still going to show up and kick all your asses. And I'm telling you, in column A, you're going to have A.T. Wrestler. And in column B, you're going to have the Stat Man. And we're going to run wild all over the Promo Climax, brother. And you're not going to be able to stop us. Not me, not him, not Tedd P Dinero, that knowledge champion. And, oh yeah, that's right, your world Max champion, brother. The Demoness. That's right. It's CWO for everything. Put all your money on us, brother. And as far as anybody who's going to be in the Promo Climax, especially the Captain Dazzy Lee. Yeah, brother, we haven't forgot about you, brother. And especially Flex Murdoch. Oh, yeah, brother, we haven't forgot about you, brother. By the time we're done with you all, you'll have no titles left. And nobody, brother, will care about the Dragon Club. And nobody will care about the Brothers of Max Destruction. And everybody will know the three most important letters in Max Wrestling history, brother. And that is the C-W. Oh, yeah, brother. See you at the Promo Climax, bitches. Yeah.
Ha 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 ha! Hello, motherfuckers. My name is Professor Slababitch, because educationally, that's exactly what I'll do, baby. And I'm here to let all you illiterate motherfuckers know that come time for the Promo Climax, I'll be there to teach you all a lesson. Ah! See you soon, bitches.
Welcome back to Open Door. I am the captain. He is El Jefe. He is Cypher. Speak their name and they appear. Once again, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on all podcast platforms. And make sure you visit maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
It's simply just a click away. After a break last year, Summer's End returns next month, September 18th. And our next Max event features predictions for AEW's All Out, which actually happens for the first time outside of Chicago. It's happening in our second favorite place in the world, Canada.
It's going to be a cold, cold September. And as you've already heard, confirmation on the main event, it will be the Max World Champion, the Demoness, versus the Clown Prince of Chaos, the Jester, in what has been labeled the death of the Jester.
Oh, goodness gracious, these things are getting more and more intense by the week. Who knows what else is going down? But we do know that 2 Promo Climax matches will also take place that week. Do not forget that the tournament begins next week. The path to crown the unified champion and the theme for Summer's End is a very special rendition of Foo Fighters classic by Captain's Revenge. Go check it out now where you find all Captain's Revenge music.
Yes, and for more information, as always, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com. So speaking of the Promo Climax, we had a few confirmations there during the break. I'm not sure if we're going to get one more, but there is currently 11 entrants in the Climax. If you're not familiar with how it works, there's 2 blocks. Everybody competes against each other before there's 2 final opponents with the most points at the end from each block. So, current confirmations are, of course, myself in one block, Cypher in the other as 2 defending champions. Also confirmed are Beer, Blade Rodriguez, El Jefe himself, Moses Marquez, newcomer, Brew Capone. The Phoenix, of course, is in there. Chris Reed has silently declared as well. And as we saw during the break, we got A.T. Rustler, Robert Davis, and Rodney Slabovich.
Rodney Slabovich. Son of a bitch.
The guy with the best laugh in the world. So don't...
You could say that.
Like Moses just said, do not forget Promo Climax begins next week. We will have 2 matches, one from Block A, one from Block B. Keep an eye on the Max Wrestling Facebook group if you want to see the schedule. It will be posted in the next couple of days once we confirm the final lineup. Alright, let's do something a little bit different. We usually do last night on Dynamite, but we've just predicted Forbidden Doors, and we haven't covered anything from WWE yet, so let's do the Universal updates.
Hey!
And there isn't an awful lot to cover, really. Obviously, the rumors were correct. Naomi is dropping the Women's World Champion, or has dropped the Women's World Championship due to a case of pregnancy. She was dethroned by Big Jim.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that guy will take anybody down, apparently. Goodness gracious.
For once.
Right in the middle of her run. Poor thing. Oh, I feel so bad. There was, I want to say like Bleacher Report or some whatever bullshit site on fucking Facebook put up this whole thing. Oh, it's totally 2025. It's totally been Naomi's year. Like, congratulations. And I was like, yeah, but this is all in the middle of the shit. Like, brother, you couldn't wrap it up for another couple months. You know what I mean? But it is, I joke, all jokes aside, good for them. They've been together for a long time.
Yeah.
They don't get to bring a child in this world.
She has also stated that she didn't think she could get pregnant because of a lot of issues that she's had over the years. So, I guess they didn't really feel the need to proceed with caution. But hey, there you go. Once, I was actually okay with the Slim Jim being the sponsor of WWE because he had a big ass logo in the middle of the ring with Jim's name on it where Naomi placed the belt.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Perfect. Just all the way around. Just right down to the minor details. Just great execution.
This does leave us in a little bit of a pickle, though, with Clash in Paris being next week. With Stephanie Vaquer was supposed to be challenging Naomi. Now we have a vacant title. And it's not... I don't think it's really fair to put multiple women in this match where Stephanie Vaquer would have been the number 1 contender anyway. But how do you decide who faces Stephanie Vaquer for the title? Otherwise, it's... You could have...
You choose between... I guess you choose between Io and Rhea or go a different direction, honestly.
I literally said that exact thing last week because that's what it feels like. That's the only thing we really can do. Nobody else has been put in that echelon yet to be given a real opportunity to truly compete. So it's like, do we do another triple threat? And instead of it being fucking Naomi, it's Stephanie Vaquer now? Or do you do like Stephanie and Io or Stephanie and Rhea or fucking gauntlet match to crown the women's championship? Fucking last woman standing type of shit.
Well, we've still got one episode of Raw, so I guess the only thing they could really do would be to have a battle royal or something on Raw this Monday, and then the winner faces Stephanie for the vacant title in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah. But
Build a new star.
Yeah, who's the new star like that?
And speaking of Io, she was also very meme-worthy this week, just crashing out at the ongoing beef between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. In fact, those were the first two clips I saw from Raw this week was Naomi's announcement and Asuka and Rhea arguing backstage and Io just flipping out, almost walking into a door.
Io's crazy. Losing her mind.
And the best thing about that whole sequence was Kyrie just in the middle, like, I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just gonna stand here and look cute.
Yep, and she does that well.
Yes. Dang. Yeah, and then also, I think the divisions lost a little bit of steam. I've realized this week, I think maybe it was too soon to put the world title on Seth. Like, we didn't really have enough time to flesh out this group and make us want Seth to be champion. It just kind of came out of nowhere because Punk was challenging Gunther. I do hope they can redeem a little bit of steam because they had a good thing going.
Redeem the steam.
They had a good thing going. Seth had all the charisma in the world. But Braun Breaker is super over and continues to get super over. Bronson Reed's just out there stealing shoes.
Both. Hundreds of dollars in shoes, fam. Hundreds of dollars.
So yeah, it wasn't a massive Raw. I think literally it was just Naomi's announcement was the biggest news from it. And that was something that
and apparently
most
Rhea
people
Ripley
saw
running
coming.
to the ring in a bra.
Oh yeah, that bra's getting bruv points, no doubt about it.
Oh, for damn sure. No, but I mean that's what's the old saying? When there's no bad news, there's only good news. It's got to be a good day. So if I could take it what it is. Yeah, I don't want to say we're a little stagnant. When is the show in Paris? In 2 weeks?
It's not this weekend, the weekend after. I think it's Saturday. Is it Saturday?
Doubt it.
Saturday.
Double check.
God, I missed that theme for Collision.
Right? No, it worked well. I mean, we hated it at first, but it worked well.
Oh, I loved it right from the beginning. I love a bit of Elton. Yeah, it's next Sunday actually, 31st.
Sunday.
31st French time, which means 8 p.m. my time.
God. Oh, all right. I'll take an afternoon show. Hell yeah.
Yeah, fine.
And it's also going to be the last PLE on Peacock because the deal with ESPN begins almost immediately. So get your $30 a month ready, people.
Christ. It's too much money, fam. It's too much money.
It is ridiculous. I think, though, WWE was overshadowed a little bit this week anyway because obviously a lot of attention was on their first joint production with AAA for
AAA, or was it Triple Mania?
Triple Mania. And all eyes were on Dominic Mysterio, who didn't quite get the job done thanks to AJ Styles ruining a day.
Asshole.
But
it's okay.
We get the rematch.
That guy's beloved out there.
Yeah. We also get the rematch at Worlds Collide, Vikingo versus Dominic for the Mega Championship. But I feel so bad for Vikingo because for some un-God-known reason, the Mexican fans love Alberto Del Rio. Like the only crowd in the world that love him. And because of that, they were booing the shit out of Vikingo just because he's the mega champion and Alberto was forced out of the company.
Yeah, they're mad.
I don't get it. Like, surely you know he's a piece of shit, right?
There's a lot of people that'll tell you, well, is he a piece of shit in the ring?
No.
And if the answer is no, then they don't give a fuck. But the answer is yes. So it's like, what's going on?
But at the same time, yes, he's good in the ring. But at the same time, we always say Chris Benoit was amazing in the ring. But that doesn't take away from what we know.
Exactly. It also doesn't take away from how people react.
Yeah. So, like, just because somebody's good in the ring doesn't mean you can forgive them for their shortcomings or the flaws in their character.
Big flaws.
Like, massive flaws. Like, and the main concern on everybody's mind is, will the E bring him back? That is the main concern right now that's being speculated. And I'm just like, no, they're not bringing him back.
Said it real quiet so it wouldn't get censored. But
especially if they really are trying to bring Paige back in, which they've been shuffling their feet on for a while now.
I think the reason why they're shuffling their feet on is I don't even think they know if they really want her back or not.
I mean, hell, they brought Nikki back.
Yeah, fucking.
But bringing Nikki back over Paige is diabolical.
Yeah.
Well, the sad reality is we know Paige can only wrestle so often, and at least Nikki can kind of wrestle more often. That's not like that's going to help her fucking case or anything, but I mean, at least then in that aspect, she's more expendable.
Yeah. She's not as fragile. Well, I mean, in AEW, Saraya took some bumps that we didn't think she'd be able to take after that neck surgery and everything. So I think she can still go.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm not saying like she can't wrestle, but she can't wrestle as often. She's more of a special attraction rather than Nikki was just, oh, great, Nikki's back. Great.
But I mean, fortunately, we don't see Nikki wrestling every week. She's out there in backstage segments or like the promo face-off with Becky. So I mean, there's nothing stopping them from doing that with Paige. She can come out and do promos. Paige is actually pretty good on the mic.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring Paige back, bring her back as a manager and make something roll with, make a faction with Lyra or somebody. Make her do something with Paige. I mean, manager.
They kind of were trying to do that with her in AEW. Like kind of making her the face of a group or whatever. And it was working, but that group also didn't get any shine. In the E, I feel like something like that could really happen. So, yeah, I like that. I don't think she should be a manager straight up. Like, you're going to want her matches. You're going to want her to have a few good matches with some people. And then maybe a year and 4 or 5 months after being back, cool, make her a manager. For sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of young talent that Paige hasn't worked with. Like her and Roxanne would kill.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, saying that, she did an amazing job as SmackDown GM. And then they just pulled the rug out from under her for no apparent reason. And didn't they combine the role or something? The McMahon family became the authority figure again. And then Paige was just like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I thought I was doing a good job, but okay.
Back of the line. Bullshit.
So I just closed the fucking page. Clash in Paris has Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed just got confirmed this week finally, so that's taking place at Clash in Paris. John Cena versus Logan Paul for reasons. we glossed over that one a little bit.
Stumble on by that shit like you got fucking a good enough reason for that shit to happen.
They announced it last week and we forgot to cover it because it was just like, what?
Oh God!
They've just kind of glossed over Brock coming back and dropping him, and then gone straight to Cena and Logan Paul for whatever reason. Well, I mean, obviously they're saving Brock for the blatant AEW counter program.
We did talk about this last week, and then we were like, "There's no way Brock's flying to fucking France."
Yeah, And they're obviously saving that for the Minneapolis AEW counter program, which is now WrestlePalooza.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's in Minneapolis.
What a fucking...
No, it's in
exactly.
Indianapolis, actually.
Oh, in Indy. Oh, I was about to say, dude, if it's in fucking Minneapolis, can you imagine that shit? Brock Lesnar's return in the place where he made his fucking college name. Like, that would have been fucking stupendous. What a great little return. But no, that's fine. Put it on the back burner. I guess Logan Paul is going to get himself a little bit of relevancy. Maybe that'll help his brother get this little bit of relevancy, even though he's about to get his ass beat by an actual boxer for the first time ever.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I was looking at the card. The World Women's title match has actually been taken off the show completely, which sucks for Stephanie Vaquer because you couldn't just do what we said and have another battle royal to find somebody to face her. But okay, as of right now, it's not on the show.
Oh, it'll get put back.
I'm hoping it does.
Better be.
A couple weeks away. I'm hoping it does.
And then we mentioned this last week. We got a fatal 4-way for the world title. Seth Rollins is defending against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time for Punk to win it.
Dude, that's gonna be crazy.
That could be a good time for Punk to win it. I mean, it wouldn't completely fuck Seth.
It would.
It'd make a feud out of it.
It would be funny if Punk won it straight back after Seth cashed in on him.
Right. Like, dick shit.
Or
and
they
then now kind of force him
to
to have a match.
But of course...
Or they do the unthinkable and put it on LA Knight. No, I don't think. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. If
If
Seth doesn't take the pin, then it's going to be face on face because Seth's the only heel in this match.
So we're baiting Seth. Got it.
Unless, ballsy prediction. Does LA Knight turn heel and join the Vision?
Yes. Fuck. Let's go with that one. I like that. I like that a lot.
I think.
Can you imagine LA Knight under the tutelage of fucking Paul Heyman?
Yeah, and I kind of feel like if they're not going to put a world title on LA Knight, then they've pushed him as far as they can as a babyface.
I like that. How do you think about it? He has Punk. He has beef with Punk. He does have beef with Punk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like that ballsy prediction.
I like it too. But will they pull the trigger?
Too.
Well, we're not officially predicting the show until next week, but then other than that, we also have, I'm not even going to pretend to know what this means, a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. Sheamus versus Rusev.
We don't meet.
A Donnybrook is a hockey term. Just a big fight.
Yeah, they're just going to scrap each other.
The fucked up thing is the Donnybrook is actually like when the whole team fights each other, so I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, it has happened before. Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre. And then at Extreme Rules, both of these were in 2022. At Extreme Rules, it was the Brawling Brutes versus Imperium.
And all these were...
they were all good old-fashioned Donnybrook matches, which essentially is no DQ. And also, there's large wooden barrels of brandy and shillelaghs at ringside.
Oh, somebody gonna get drunk.
Somebody in the E thought they want... No, you know what it is? Somebody in the E started watching Shoresy.
Or Peaky Blinders.
And they think they know what a Donnybrook is, but he then explains what a Donnybrook is, and it involves numerous people. Fucking dumb shits.
Oh, man. Clash in Paris isn't looking too bad.
No.
For
might be a show worth watching, especially in the afternoon.
All right then. So it's high time for some more promo action. So this one is 4 years in the making. It was supposed to happen at Promo Mania 6 in 2021, but due to mitigating circumstances, it was cancelled. I think a week before the show. They have never faced each other one-on-one in promo competition before. However, Moses' Max Wrestling debut was actually challenging Mike for the Knowledge Championship way back when. So,
oh my god,
a lot of history. First time ever in promo action. It is Moses Marquez versus the Podcast Machine, Mike Larkin. Let's finally get it.
Let's get it on.
Warriors down, drain.
Moses Marquez, we finally meet. Now to give you the bout I should have given you 4 years ago. Quick PSA before we get into this promo. Last week on Max Wrestling, Moses Marquez said, "Mike, I'm coming for your ass." Well, he didn't actually say it like that. It was more like, "Mike, I'm coming for your ass." Look, Mo, I like you as a friend and all, but I don't mix business with pleasure. And if you're actually going to put in some effort within this promo today, try to give it more than 9%, okay? Now, throughout Max Wrestling's history, throughout Max Wrestling's tenure, there have been many different iterations of the Moses Marquez character. I mean, first and foremost, there was the self-promotional man whore, prostitute yourself type of character that Moses used to have. Let's take a quick look at this, shall we?
SoundCloud.com/MarkMarkRadio.
SoundCloud.com/MarkMarkRadio. Twitter at SMRPodNet. Facebook at SMR Podcast at Work. The Retro Rewind. Go to sit back. Go to unwind with me, Moody, Paul Morales. The gang catch you in the bin. Bah, 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 bah. And then, the Promo Climax came around. And Moses Marquez needed to reinvent himself from his stellar King of the Mic performance. And, well, the Crippler was born. Let's take a look at that.
Perfect.
My arrival in Max Wrestling was left with hushed tones. The blood that I had to clean up while I was spilled all over that mat. I am the Crippler, and Daddy's home. Now, the final iteration, the most up-to-date iteration, was the one, the only El Jefe. A man who went out of his way to carve up a path. Anybody who got in his way, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you El Jefe. Say hello to the smart mark, El Jefe. I give the orders, you take the orders. And if something bad happens, man, something bad will happen to you. Where is the Lark, man? That punk couldn't even get in the building, man. But when it's all said and done, uno, y dos, y tres, Lark, man, I'm gonna carve you up, Chico. And that was the many iterations of Moses Marquez. Some things come and go, and some things evolve, but at the end of the day, it's just evolution. Speaking of coming and going and evolution, hey, Moses Marquez, remember that time when you left RWT with a gentleman by the name of Brian Green to expand your brand and have some modicum of success? But how'd that go for you? Because you came crawling right back to RWT, didn't you? Because you didn't have the testicular fortitude, you didn't have the gumption, you didn't put in the effort, and, well, you didn't have too much success now, did you? Moses Marquez and testicular fortitude in the same sentence, which is actually quite funny, but also quite sad in the process, because let's be honest with ourselves here, son. What's between your legs is about the size of a Tic Tac. Speaking of expanding, you are now expanding even more outside of the Max Wrestling banner with the TSK, the Two Sweet Click, a.k.a. the Island of Misfit Toys, a.k.a. the Californian Chuckle Fucks. I mean, would you look at these group of people? You got a drunkard who calls himself a shooter in Daniel Crimmins. You got a crazy-eyed son of a bitch and an on-and-off-again musician in Robert Davis. You got the galloping gourmet and Harold Joseph Hunter III. You got a man named Kyle. Kyle? Who the fuck is Kyle? And then you got the head hombre himself, the El Jefe, if you will, of this pact, Moses Marquez. And congratulations, you've started a YouTube channel. Yay! You're welcome for getting that off the ground and actually starting it for you, because let's be honest with ourselves here, and here's the real kicker of this. How about you fucking do something with it? My God, you are the most inconsistent, inefficient, insufficient, inadequate, insecure son of a bitch I've ever met in my life. Which is actually kind of funny, because inconsistency is a huge part of your character flaw. Hell, if you didn't stick around and actually would have left this show, this would actually be the Cap and Mike show, aka the Cap and Pod show. But you stuck around. You kept chugging along, and you kept doing whatever it is that you do. Because let's be honest with you, every time I hear Max Wrestling each and every week, it sounds a little something like this. Ha, bro! The Young Bucks and Kenny are really showcasing why AEW is the place to be. Fuck the Fed, man. I gotta tell you what, man. We got the Young Bucks, and it's funny as fuck because they're the EVPs, and please don't give me a fine. And then they put Okada with him, and he says, bitch. And then we got Speedball Mike Bailey. Oh my God, it's PWG represented in his house. What am I listening to Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High conduct wrestling analysis and discussion? My God, you sound like you're hitting the trees harder than Sonny Bono, which don't even ask that because you probably have so many chemicals and substances throughout your body and your brain, it's not even funny. And quite frankly, I think you should have took a piss test before you even started this fucking promo. Shit. You know, Moses Marquez, no one will speak to you the way I'm speaking to you because once I was you. But here's the thing, and here's the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. I actually woke up. I actually got my head out of my ass, and I looked in the mirror. And I can parade around here and tell you everything that I've done from my interviews, from being in articles, from being in magazines. But you see, here is the main ingredient. Here is the main focus and focal point. I actually have fucking talent. While you sit behind the door, you sit behind the walls with your fucking bowl, which you smoke, and you have autographs plastered all over the walls. And let's be honest with ourselves here. Moses Marquez, you know it, and I know it. And I'm going to tell each and every single fucking person listening to this, you look up to me. Well, I look down on you. Why would I look up to someone? Why would I even look at having entertained the idea of looking at someone who fucking talks like they're Brian Alvarez, this poor fucker, and listens to a guy by the name of Dave Meltzer, who is a fucking 60-year-old man-child with a dirty office who imitates and acts like him and has the same inflection of them in his voice because he doesn't know who the fuck he is. This ain't 2021 anymore. This is 2025, and I have my fucking head on straight. I have faced so many people on this fucking show, from savages to walkers to demonesses to crazy eyes to collectors to desolators to blades to fucking captains to shapes, to every single fucker that they want to put me up against. And I did it for fucking 6 years straight. Through the ups, the downs, and I know you people are going to fucking hate that I say this. I really don't give a shit, and it's not sour grapes, it's the fucking stone cold truth. I'm one of the main reasons why this fucking brand is successful. I gave you interviews. I gave you everything, my heart, my fucking soul. And then you have this son of a bitch who thinks he's better than me, who thinks that he comes with any modicum of an actual inch of my fucking talents. I am the best representation of my presentation. I am a verbal assassinator on this microphone. And I am the ultimate chess player who will put your ass in checkmate. You see, Moses Marquez, at the end of this, when this is all said and done, we're going to say a lot of shit about each other. But at the end of the day, we're going to shake hands because there is some respect between us. But for 6 years, because this is 6 years in the making, my brother, there's always been this tension because we're some competitive motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be me over you, just like in trivia, just like in promos. Because Larkin Fort 13 says, I just outsmarted and I just out-talked you bitch ass. Mike, I'm coming for that ass, bro. Well, my little chihuahua, you were all bark and no bite. You want to talk about daddy's home crippler? Well, who's your daddy, Moses Marquez? He is I and I am him. Are you going to be one of my greatest adversaries, or are you going to choke harder than the San Diego Chargers on game day? So go ahead, Moses. Say what everyone else has said about me. Be as unoriginal and uncreative as Vince Russo's booking, bro. I don't even like you. I don't even hate you. I don't even love you. I pity you. Because as the great Robert De Niro once said, the saddest thing on life is wasted potential. And that's what you are. Wasted potential. The thing is, I came back. I do these promos. I'm having a lot of fun. And I aim to entertain. And I know the way I cut my promos may not be people's cup of tea, but I leave an impact. I do things that are timeless. And unlike you, you're like everything today within the music industry, within life in itself. You're just another blip on the radar. You come and go as you please. Nothing is timeless anymore. On to the next. Well, Moses Marquez, I am on to the next because I'm done with you. I'm finished with you. I don't even know what to say anymore that hasn't already been said. So with that being said, go fuck yourself, San Diego. And don't ever, ever in your fucking life think you're in my league. Have a nice vacation, bro.
Another sun sets on a beautiful day here in a vacation spot, sunny Southern California. I'm called to duty. Kind of called myself to duty if you think about it, because I answered an open challenge. It's that simple. I answered Michael Larkin's open challenge. And you think there'd be a lot more tension in this one, considering this is 4 years in the making. There's I want to say a title bout between Michael and I 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago to the date. And we all know the fallout. I don't need to get into it any more than we've already been into it for. Because you see, that's the past. And that's something that it just, how can I put this in words that make sense? The fact that this was 4 years in the making makes me want to think and reflect on the person that I was 4 years ago, because right now I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. I'm in a place of tranquility. I have the ability to wake up to a beautiful sunrise, hang out at a beautiful sunset, breathe the beautiful desert air, and simply relax and enjoy. And because of that, I'm able to process thoughts better, think clearly, think smarter, maybe working brain harder, but not everything else harder. Because I don't need to be bowed up for this one. I don't need to be turned up. I don't need to be fired up, electrified, awesomeified. That's not a word. I don't know why I thought of the Miz. Regardless, as I reflect and I try to look back on the guy that I would have been 4 years ago, given this bout happening on that day, I see a meaner, more ruthless individual, someone who would have absolutely gone for the jugular, who would have absolutely have taken the low blow, have taken the low road, not the high road. I'm under the bridge, not over the bridge. Call me a troll because I'm down under. I guess that wouldn't be a troll in Australia. The down under part kind of ruined it. The brain works in mysterious ways. Again, it's the desert air, the fact that I am a different man than I was 4 years ago, because I'm not going for the jugular. I'm not calling you out on all your failures in life and all the problems you've gone through and all the everything, the trials, the tribulations, the things that make us men, the things that make us the person that we become. I don't want to singleize, genderify, you know what I mean? Everybody goes through these things. Man, woman, demon. You gotta include her, she's gonna hurt you. Anyway, the fact of the matter is 4 years ago me may have said, I respect you. I respect everything you've done. I respect yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. But truth be told, this guy, today, right here, right now, promo, I don't even know what fucking show this is. It's promo series? Promo series? No. Forbidden Door. Open Door? Open Door, because it's open challenges. You see, again, Desert Brain. I simply respect you, Mike. As I ramble on and on and on, I simply respect you. You're a man who's done more than a lot of us. You've had some great interviews that are on record, still on this channel, by the way. You have numerous other shows that you do on a consistent basis. You've made it into the industry of mixed martial arts without getting punched in the face, mind you. And all of those things are more than commendable. They are more than accomplishments that one would deem worthy. But then this is where the competitor has to come in. As much as I respect you, you've made your name, bettered yourself after you left this brand, after you took your ball and went home. Be that as it may, some of the greatest in the world have ever done it too. They've taken their ball, they've gone, and that's fine. We have to make decisions that we must live with and then move on from them. But you see, I decided that day, 4 years ago, when you had to walk away, I decided that from this point forward, if this brand has to have someone as a number 2 to Daz, as this has to have a workhorse behind the workhorse, it had to be me. And 4 years later, I am that workhorse. I am that Seabiscuit. I got to win it in the end. I've been promo champion. I've been world champion, tag champion, TV champion, jerk-off champion. That's a belt we're not supposed to talk about, but that's not the point. The fact of the matter is, and I said it from my shirtless video earlier on the Max Facebook page, I am one of the greatest tournament wrestlers there's ever been. So, while you were away making your name, I solidified mine here in Max Wrestling. And yes, I am glad we got to go one-on-one with each other. And I'm hoping you guys don't think this is me just giving the old handy J to Mike, because maybe it is a little bit. Maybe it is a little bit, because the fact is, this is a TV promo. And if I'm not taking jabs, then what am I doing? But you see, taking the jabs is the low road. And for the first time in a while, I'm going to take the high road, because the fact is I'm a better talker. I'm a better person. I don't need no song and dance. I don't need to have my mom on the camera, even though I'm sure she'd be a great camera person. I don't need any of those things. I simply need myself. I simply need time, a camera. And in this instance, the desert air. So, Mike, I'm glad I got to answer your open challenge. And I got to use you as a little branch. And that branch is to simply allow me to stand on top of it and scream
from the highest hill in the desert. Promo Climax. Here we go. Get ready. Get your popcorn. Get your soda pop. Get your bangers and mash. Get your beans. Get your toast. I don't give a fuck what it is you need to get. Get it ready, because the greatest tournament competitor in Max Wrestling is here, and it starts right fucking now. Thanks, Mike. Bye, Mike.
A bellend, you're a bellend, mate. Look, bellend 1, bellend 2, big veiny bellend over here.
All right, let's put some points on the board. We always check them twice, but this one is not so nice. So, I am going straight away to give 20 points to Papa H. Don't worry, I'll be nice to you on the bird board too. But for now, 20 points because I'm over the counter programming against AEW, which I get it, you know, they're opposing brands, but own up to it. Don't keep saying they're not competition if you're going to keep stacking these pay-per-views against them on the same night.
Yeah. Real shit. That's not a negative. It's competition. And if you can inform your viewing audience that you're willing to go to competition against anybody, that's going to make you look good. It's not going to make you look bad. It's going to make you look good, actually, believe it or not. But it makes you look real petty. Yeah. Real petty. You know what I mean? Because like, you could go backwards, but
especially since AEW's not doing it back.
I love how we're right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Because forget he was the one that took the first jab, talking about Vince would buy that piss and company just to fire your ass, and then yes, the back and forth happened, but I haven't heard an E line in AEW in God. More than a few months, so it's been a while, and it's not a thing where they're like, WWE's competition or whatever. TK I think mentioned it once, but in jokingly, we had some television conflicts or something like that. So the points deserved for Papa H.
Well, I think there was something else I was going to mention too.
I'd love to give out some points.
Heyo.
A whopping 50 points to Rikishi.
80.
Rikishi.
Oh. Rikishi.
What did Rikishi do?
He can't keep his damn mouth shut. He went on to say, just bashing Jimmy and Naomi for publicly doing that pregnancy announcement. He was like, well, back in my day, we didn't do this sort of thing. And yada, yada. I was like, dude, how you shitting on your own kids like that, bro? And especially with something as beautiful as Naomi being pregnant. Like, come on, Rikishi, you're turning into Kevin Nash at this point. Just shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah, back that ass up.
Ayo. But it's not wrong. I don't understand. But here's to be that guy to give the difference of the shit. Back in the day, social media wasn't a thing. You can't just be like, we'll hide it in secrecy or whatever, and just, we had a baby behind the scenes. There is no behind the scenes anymore. It's not a fucking thing anymore, dude. So I would rather them have a nice big announcement. That way it's transparency at this point. And transparency should go a long way. But apparently not for fucking Rikishi. Might as well lie to that motherfucker face.
He's like, yeah, because he's like, dude, he put out like a tweet or something. He made a post, and like it was just like, damn, Rikishi, you can't just be happy for your own son and daughter-in-law. You just can't. You had to shit all over it.
Yes, he did.
All right, I got 100 points for the IWC.
Yeah.
The lovely wrestling internet community. For I can't believe I'm about to say this. I never thought in my life I would say this in a sentence. Body shaming Triple H.
Oh, we're giving points for that part. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I got some more IWC points to give out, but we'll get to them in a second.
We saw pictures this week of Triple H on vacay with Stephanie, and he's got a bit of a beer gut, and people are dragging him for it.
How old is Triple H?
He's in his 56, I think. And do you people expect him to look shredded as fuck like he did 20 years ago when he was in active competition?
The guy.
Number one, he's in his
with-
50s. Number two, he had a heart attack.
56, you're 100%.
Number three, he wears a defib.
It's right here.
And he's retired.
He's like, dude, get up.
Who was the dude that pointed all of this out? Was it Bubba Ray?
A few have. Bubba Ray has. Even Ryback went to his defense.
It's true. This guy had a heart attack and almost died. At 48 or 49 years old or whatever, he fucking tore his pec off the bone. You know, like, he's been through some shit. I can only hope and dream to be that fucking wide at 56 years old. Don't mind the beer gut, fam. Don't mind the beer gut. I travel for a fucking living if you're going to give me shit about having a fucking gut. Like, that's ridiculous. Look at the Rock right now. Like, yeah, you can make that comparison. Well, at least he's still in shape. That I hate breaking it to people, and I know they're really not supposed to say nothing. The Rock is on everything. That motherfucker is on everything. You are not... Because he is about the same age as Paul. Yeah. You are not that same age and that fucking big still. You're not.
Not from clanging and banging at 4 a.m. every morning. Not just from that.
And if you watch his workouts, he ain't even clanging and banging as hard as you think.
He's just barely pumping.
Yeah, pretty light too. But again, then we could get into that whole other thing. But you already gave 100 to the IWC. I'm gonna add another 100 to that because it's fully fucking deserved. The shame on all of you for the crap given to Takeshita for winning the G1 Climax. What? Because he's not a full timer? Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be completely nice for a minute and bring this whole thing up. Who is a fucking full-timer right now that's not a Zack Sabre Jr. or a Gabe Kidd who could even be on that level to winning the G1 and garner enough attention for the Wrestle Kingdom on the 4th, January 4th? There's really not anybody. And that's the thing that's getting me. There's really not anybody, unless you're going to have Gabe Kidd win it. But again, in that aspect right there, he's a guy who's been getting attention on every side of the fucking aspect. That's a different. He's not a fucking true Japanese guy. Does Goto have to win it? Does a junior need to win the G1 or some kind of bullshit? No. You have a story where you're taking a guy who is already being touted as and gloated as one of the best Japanese wrestlers to hit the States, period. End of story. And again, that is with Okada out here. That is well past the Ultimo Dragon days and all the other in-between guys that I can ramble on and on and on about. Takeshita's that guy. And the sad reality is there's guys that have won the G1 that have lost at Wrestle Kingdom. So he doesn't need to win at Wrestle Kingdom. But if he does, all you're doing is you're doing the American way of building a star. You're taking somebody who is known-ish, relevant-ish, and you're adapting him to succeed. And then eventually conquer it all and become the top face or whatever, and think of the fucking working relationship and how it can increase with AEW and the whole flip flang a bang-a-rang. We can't be getting fucking butthurt about dumb shit. It's about the progression of the sport. If a Kenosuke Takeshita, an AEW superstar, winning the G1 and then going on to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestle Kingdom, I think were we on 18 or 19 now?
Yeah.
I want to say 9. Anyway, to do all that, that is only going to make your company more relevant, a lot more known, and all that in between. You know, there's a fun trivia question we love to give people on doing any knowledge shit. And it's something that kind of helped Japan get over. In 1983, they held a tournament called the IWGP tournament. And it had some big names. Antonio Inoki I could go on and on, but the one big name that was in it that nobody really kind of thought, why the fuck are you here? Hulk Hogan. And guess who won that tournament in 1983 and kind of helped give a little nice push to that company, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger with every passing decade? It was Hulk Hogan. The original inaugural IWGP champion and G1 Tournament Classic winner, or Tournament Climax winner, was fucking Hulk Hogan. An outsider. A guy who wasn't a fucking long-term motherfucker in fucking New Japan. He just hung out in New Japan. What's so wrong with the Kesha? Let this shit happen. Let it play out. Enjoy fucking lives and watch some badass wrestling.
Yeah. Like, I don't see the issue. Who the fuck cares where he's got a contract? Can't you just, like I said in RWT, just be happy for a thriving young talent winning a major tournament, getting eyes on both AEW and New Japan? Takeshita's an insane talent. Everybody loves Takeshita. He's having the run of a lifetime in the last couple of years.
Fucking hell run of a lifetime. Did people get mad when did people get mad when Ric Flair went to Japan and won the world championship? Beating guys like Antonio Inoki and Sasuke and all these other motherfuckers. Were you guys getting mad? Were motherfuckers getting mad then? No.
What about when
you took a guy who was relevant, very relevant in another company? Well, he was a numerous time world champion. And Takeshita's the most over thing since fucking sliced toasted bread.
Okay? What about when Brock and Kurt Angle had the fake title match?
It's still talked about. But again, that's back then. These are circumstances that are different. Blah blah blah. No. It's y'all being whiny bitches. And that's why in one episode, you got 200 goddamn points. Fucking hell.
And again,
great.
Like on your point too, I'd love for these people complaining to just name one person who would have been a better choice. Who could have got the attention, who was in a prime position to do so. Ain't nobody.
So you go with the gambling.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. I guess to close it off, unless y'all got some other belling points y'all want to.
I got 9 wrestling belling points, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
20.
Please.
I'm gonna give 20 points to Bubba Ray.
Oh, Bubba Ray.
If y'all have not caught up with LFG, like he absolutely just shitted on this girl, like absolutely just for no good reason at all. Like she done everything right, and he's still unsatisfied to the point where old Mark Calloway, aka Undertaker, just got up. He is fed up with Bubba's shit at this point.
Takes a lot.
On the same topic, I'm gonna add 10 points to Booker T for being a sore loser. Because obviously Undertaker's group won, and he gets a trophy and everything. He sits down, and number one, Booker T's already clearly not happy that he lost. And Taker just drops the line, "I don't even have a wrestling school." Which Bubba, I think, kind of found kind of funny, and Booker T's just looking like he chewed on a wasp.
Damn.
Like it ain't that serious, Book. Come on.
And he thought it was.
You know, man, these wrestling legends take everything seriously nowadays, as you can see.
All right, to close off the bell end board this week, I'm just going to drop 10 points on Mercedes Moné on the inevitability that she wins yet another championship that she doesn't need tomorrow night.
Christ. Positivity.
Thanos Moné, it stops here.
Yeah, please, Mercedes, too many belts.
Please.
All right, before we get to our next match, well, the main event actually, Blade versus Demoness. Let's put some points on the otherboard. It is time for the good side, the bruv board. Bruv.
Bruv, brother.
And I think kick it off with... You know what? I'm going to kick off with Triple H. I gave you 20 points on the bell end board for the counter programming. I'll give you 20 points on the broad board too, just out of sheer support for against the IWC. Fuck them all.
That's right. Dad, stay together, fam. Easy 20 points for Papa H. Yeah, no big deal on that one. Give me something.
Oh, actually, before we move on the same topic, I didn't think I'd ever do this, but I'm going to give 20 points to Ryback for coming to his defense. But he's still not going to rehire you, Ryan. So, but thank you.
No, he's not.
Sorry.
You tried. That's all that matters, baby.
You know, since we're showing love to the parents here, for the sheer MILF alarm going off, 20 points to Stephanie. Well, you know what? No, in this instance, give it to Papa H, because Stephanie's still there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious. And that yacht, boy, I don't care. They're in their 50s? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look like that in my 50s. Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. I don't look like that in my fucking 30s.
Let's stick with a name then. 20 points to Stephanie Vaquer too for being robbed of a title match at Clash in Paris.
Hey, deserved points.
You know, it can't be helped. It is a beautiful thing, but it sucks for Stephanie Vaquer to have a match currently off the show. Hopefully they do find her a new opponent and put it back on the show.
Be smart about it. What other good points can we get? Oh, you got something, Corey? Talk to me.
Go ahead.
And I know Beer's going to be happy with this one because I know he's watching. I'm going to give a whopping 50 points to Javon Evans. This kid is extraordinary.
Kid's talent.
Oh, him dead.
Kid is talent.
That table bump was...
That table bump was absolutely the most craziest shit I've seen in a while. But his matches, he's a high fucking flyer. He's got so much energy.
I think even Trick was shocked at just the sheer force of it.
Yeah, because there was memes around Trick, Obafemi, Booker T. They're like, damn, kid, you good? That looked painful. No, he shook that shit off.
Ah, that was insane.
Legitimate. It is legitimate.
We already mentioned this one, so I'm going to give 20 points to somebody who held on for dear life this week, and that is 20 points to Rhea Ripley's bra.
Hey.
Did a great job this week.
Gracious. It was battling. It was a battle.
Battling.
Struggle, as they say. See, who else can we give some cool points to real quick to end it?
Naomi? She deserves some points. Naomi and Big Jim.
As beautiful, I could not have said it better myself. Let's go 40 points to the new parents. I hope y'all don't like sleep.
Yeah, make friends with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And the bloodline continues.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does.
This will be the first. This will be the first. This will be another Rock if he has a boy.
Oh Lord, little Dewey running around, huh?
He's like, yeah, Dwayne Uso.
Like it.
Oh yeah, Jimmy is already on the board. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think we got to give points to both Finn Balor and Mr. Iguana for getting puppets over at a WWE show.
It's goddamn.
Well, technically a AAA show, but you know.
I was gonna say, there's been many a things in my day that I've seen pop of a Mexican crowd. Many a things, from exoticos, high flying, blood, barbed wire, returns. Never puppets. Never puppets. And these people went nuts.
And WWE are now selling them for $100. A fucking hand puppet for $100.
And they sold, baby. Hey, sucker gin.
Y'all people will buy anything.
Fucking hell they will. Fucking hell they will.
I mean, to be fair, though, like, how much were Mr. Socko replicas back in the day? I used to just get a white sock and draw a face on it.
Easily $20-$30. And that was back in the day.
And then you got a new Alexa Bliss doll that's gonna be for sale, and
oh yeah, Charlotte's got one too.
Charlotte does have one, yeah.
Charlotte's got a puppet now called Charlie.
Charlie.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Now I need Kevin Owens to come back and have a puppet of him with like a not broken, or like him with like a broken neck or something. Oh, you okay, little Kevin? Nobody cares.
You know, if anybody can get that over, it's Kevin Owens.
Exactly. Make it happen.
Is that about it for this week? Technically, we already gave Rhea points, even though we give her points every week. Well, we gave her bra points.
Yeah.
Good enough.
All it would have took was one little snap, broken the internet.
Hey. Broke.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, so I'll give 10 points to Io Sky for flipping out at them both.
Flipping out.
Do not piss off a Japanese lady. We've said this before.
Don't
do it.
Do it.
Don't
do
ever
it.
do that.
All right, that is it. So let's get to our main event of the evening. It is not for the World Championship. It is purely exhibition. But still, Blade, you're very, very brave. It is time for, I think it's a first ever encounter between Blade Rodriguez and the current Max World Champion representing the CWO. She is the twisted conscience of Max Wrestling, the Demoness.
Better be sharp, Blade.
Sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done? Right. Did you put in Travis's promo yet?
Well, he wanted to close the show, so I'm gonna cut myself off when I do the
the
closing
little
line.
2-minute one or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut myself off when I do the closing line. All right, so because then obviously that feeds straight into Aftermax, right?
Sure does.
Okay. Love it.
3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining us. That was insane. Everybody should be afraid of the Demoness. And for those of us that are in the promo climax, thank God we don't have to end up facing her.
Again, I'm not answering that challenge. And I damn sure ain't calling her out.
Yeah, for real.
But thank you all for joining us for Open Door. We hope we gave you plenty of promo action, and we appreciate you all. Before we close this up, let's find out what is in store for the TSK with Click Talk.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So, the TSK has officially confirmed, we've been talking about it, there will be a Forbidden Door review. As you could tell, I've got some type of equipment here, and we plan to do some type of recording. Worst case scenario, it'll drop late Monday afternoon, but if I'm not mistaken, the show isn't until Sunday anyway, so it kind of works out perfectly. So that's for sure going to go down. The footy talk has been something that's got to happen. It's going to be talking about, oh my God, I'm ranting and raving. I know I have to bring it on. I have an episode, more of an impromptu me ranting, that's going to drop probably Monday. It's a good 10, 11 minute rant about me being a very, very upset Spurs fan and how we're absolutely dropping and fumbling just quality signings. You don't want to spend the money? Cool. This club will, and there goes that guy you want. And it's just absolutely aggravating considering all the fucking injuries and everything we have. So I got a true football rant, one that Beer would said, oh, this is going to get me canceled, bud. This one's going to get me canceled. Well, I haven't been signed to get canceled, so I might get canceled anyway with this one. And then San Diego FC talk. The MLS has to be spoken about. We are the number one team in the league. The way they run it out here, though, is there is a supporters shield, which is the team with the most points. How they do it in England is that's your fucking league winner. However, they play a tournament at the end because Americans love tournaments. I don't fucking know why. So we have an opportunity to be the first franchise to win the first brand new first-year franchise to win the Supporters Shield, set a points record for the best first year, and have a possibility at turning around and then winning the MLS Cup. And I have a couple of reasons on why I think San Diego FC is going to do it. And I have two big, massive, gigantic names leaving the English Football League who could easily make their switch over to the MLS in the next 2 weeks to help San Diego FC accomplish all these fun things. And one of them is a very, very famous name, and would only cost us $1 million. And I'll give you a hint. He played for Leicester City. So there's a whole lot about that happening. The episodes are going to be dropping. Worst case scenario, a bunch of shit drops Monday. We go back to work on Tuesday, so we got time to get it all done. Again, boys are dropping the Forbidden Door, so keep on the socials. Keep aware of what's going down to make sure that you are following us everywhere you can. So, of course, follow us, starting on the Twitter machine, Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, SMR Pod Net, Max Football Pod. For those who want to check out the website, please do so, maxwrestlingnet.wb.com. It's a simple click away. And then, of course, do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button. Start right here on the YouTubes. Then hit us up on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all the other socials. All those names you heard that are going to be competing in the Promo Climax, you could have been one of them. And all you had to do was be a part of the Max Facebook group. So get on it, and maybe you can join us next year.
Yes, and again, keep an eye on the Max Wrestling Facebook group this week for the official schedule for Promo Climax, which begins next Thursday with the first matches in Block A and Block B. That's it for now. We will see you next week for that return and Clash in Paris predictions. Gotta love a good PLE to PLE. Goodbye.
It's gotta be the travesty. Let's see here.
Well, how the hell are you, champ?
The champ is here, man. You know, Brothers of Max Destruction, we're taking over. Despite a couple losses, you know, it's glad to see you here. I'm happy to hear from you. Chris is happy to hear from you. We missed you. I know it wasn't easy giving up the world title like you did, but what can I say, man? Some things in life, they just happen, right? I mean, it's pretty much, that's how life goes.
Yeah.
And we're always going to continue to cause destruction no matter what.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just glad you're alright.
Fought the Demoness and survived, in a sense.
At least you did. I could never. I couldn't do it. But as long as this title's with me, Promo Climax, I will become unified champion. But how are you? Like, honestly, genuinely, how are you feeling?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Doesn't matter how you feel. Your destruction was truly a travesty. I'll see y'all on Aftermax.